Hello, YouTube. Probably the final part of Arcade Spirits. At least this playthrough of it. My throat's killing me because I went to karaoke last night and I didn't get home till like 2:30. Fun stuff. So excuse my voice. But let's finish this up, huh? Nice. Level 8. Kill screen. Give me the distant future of 20XX. Yeah. It's the distant future. Year 20XX. And... who am I kidding? I'll be lucky to make it to 20XX plus 1 at this rate. Woo! I have my strand of fate twisted back and forth so often, it feels like it could snap at any moment. Mired in depression and supposed family curse, and lifted up by my amazing time at the Funplex, slammed back down by Deco Nami, raised back up again by Arcade Spirits Project, and now descending further due to a series of bad coincidences, culminating in a Pier 6 brawl in which I got shot in the fucking leg. But today, I'm back. Back to Arcade Spirits and ready to work, despite being on crutches. Normally, I have to mentally filter out the beeps and the boops of a busy arcade, but not today. Aside from regulars, nobody's here. Not exactly the sight I wanted to see after my, not exactly the sight I wanted to see on my grand return after heroically taking a bullet to the leg. We're 3 days into this ambitious experiment, and it's already looking like a bust. Even with a reprieve from Miss Defame, shout out to Defame, we couldn't hush the event up completely. The news of gang violence at a local arcade spread over social media like wildfire. That's not good. Gavin had filled me in on all the details I missed while I was passed out. By the time the cops got here, both gangs were long gone. The ghost monsters wiped their security footage on the way out the door. No arrests made, no evidence remaining. The only plus side? Sue and her ghost monsters apparently never came back. Ames, hello! That is a cute emote. How are you doing? Did you have a fun D&D stream? I dipped in there for the end of it. But even without them actively causing problems, that single day managed to smash our reputation. It's just so frustrating. I mean, come on. What a single lousy day and that's enough to send all the masses running and screaming? Talk about overkill. It's frustrating to see all these amazing fun, this amazing fun on display and nobody enjoying it. These games yearn for quarters. They are hungry and must be fed. Must be fed, not Fred. Ah! I did. Leona cries because she has no magic. How's the arcade? I can see her voice is stealing it from karaoke. Yeah. Around the end of last night, I kind of threw caution to the wind and I didn't care about protecting my voice, so I just started like screaming. Not screaming, I should say. But you know, like pushing my vocal cord to its limit. And then they skipped like 8 of my songs. So then I just sat in the corner and drank and ate the sushi and appetizers that they gave us. Not a bad deal though. We went to a place in the city, $45 per person for 2 hours. They bring you, it's open bar. They bring you appetizers. They gave us edamame, dumplings, mozzarella sticks and french fries, and then they also brought us like sushi, and the sushi was pretty good, all things considered. And yeah, open bar, so fun. They skipped I'll Make a Man Out of You, and then we queued up another song, and then they skipped that one, and I was like, are y'all serious right now? Y'all just don't want to see me sing, so I'm not gonna sing. Anyways, crying time, deadass. I don't honestly know how we can recover from this. If we could only get the good word out, somehow correct this PR disaster. Seated behind the ticket desk with my crutches propped up nearby, light duty only for a week minimum, doctor's orders. I tried to mentally detangle this mess. Hey, Iris, are we? Yes, we're still trending negatively on social media. Like the last 7 times you asked. Any luck with our security footage then? Anything we could give to the police? It might help our public image to have someone to point blame at. Nope, it's totally wiped, and my file recovery systems failed. I guess that's to be expected when you're going up against cyber criminals. Like they've even avoided bad press from the shooting. I haven't spotted the words ghost monsters in any of the articles I found about the attack. It's like they're ghosts. Well, not literally ghosts. I just mean they clean their tracks very effectively. Yeah, got that. We did see them in corporeal form, remember? At least the whole mess seems to be behind us. Now we just need to dig our way out of this hole. I sigh heavily as the burden sinks into my lungs. And before I can groan any further, I hear footsteps approaching me. I lock my phone and pocket it before seeing who it is.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you back in action. I'm hardly back in action. I'll be glued to this stool all day long. Lovely view, though, isn't it? Can see the whole, crowd. Not a very crowded crowd, mind you. It's a bit quiet today, isn't it? Entirely too quiet. Disquietingly quiet. Yeah, business hasn't been terrific since the shooting. Well, the bar's doing reasonably well. Granted, much of that is Gavin drinking himself silly. Lots of worry drinking going on in general, really. Okay, maybe we'll not have Gavin drink on the floor. Let's not have him drink while at his job. But we're not worried. Oh no, far from
Always
it.
have a plan, right?
Because we know Xander, and Xander always has a plan. Oh, fuck me. Presumably always has a plan. We'd love to know what the plan is, though. If only to verify its existence. Quite right, quite right. Honestly, I'm not sure. I guess it's time to do some good old-fashioned PR work. Shake hands, kiss babies. Kiss hands, shake babies. He's fine.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Of course, we have a limited window of time to pound the pavement in. He's fine? So if I go to the bar, he's gonna be fine, right? Before the banks start asking for some money. We don't want that, no. If you want to wash our reputation clean before time runs out, well, suppose you'll need a miracle. I pity miracles just don't walk in the door. Please tell me something's gonna walk in the door. What if Francine walks through the door? I'm not dead, bitches. Miracle time. No. Hold the thought. We've got a customer. Hello, welcome to... Not Francine. Not Francine. This shithead. He's the Rock? If you smell what the Rock is cooking. I forgot what voice I gave this guy. Good morning. Well, would you look at the time? Yes, we need to go get that bar open. Right, toodles. Toodaloo. I stood there in silence and shock. I tried to tell myself this was just a bad fever dream for my wound, but no such luck. This was 100% real. I watch as Deco takes a look around the arcade, his smug grin ever present. I see his eyebrow arch as he takes note of the people, or rather the lack of people here playing games.
Such a shame. Such a shame.
Suck a dick, Deco. Can't say I'm impressed in the slightest. Why would anyone want to come to such a mediocre arcade when the premium Deco's Palace experience is available to them? Your Deco's Palace looks like the inside of an abandoned warehouse that was stacked with like plastic tables and discounted arcade gear. And your restaurant looks like Chuck E. Cheese. And that's an insult to Chuck E. Cheese, because they are at least better than you, Deco. Frickin'. It's like I took a marker and went arcade here. I'd estimate you have maybe a month at best before you close down. I'm looking forward to purchasing this land. Maybe I'll make it a fun zone. Or just a parking lot. Yes, a parking lot. And I should call it the fake memorial parking lot. It would be a fitting tribute. I'm not dead yet. You open an arcade in the middle of gang territory. It's a reasonable assumption you'll collect a few more bullets along the way. Teenage gangs, though. This is like fucking Riverdale type bullshit. Like, fucking y'all are in high school. Grow up. Nope, I can't handle this. Not today. What do you want, Mr. Nami? If you need tokens to change machines over there.
A pity, is it not?
Tokens. No coins. Still no swipe cards, eh? Sadly, I'm not here to play any of your antiques. Rather resembles a 1980X junkyard in here, doesn't it? All these obsolete games that no one truly cares about.
No. I'm here to make one final offer. This is against my better judgment, given the bad blood between us. But let it not be said that Deco Nami is an unforgiving or cruel person.
Deco Nami is an unforgiving and cruel person. It's been said. Now suck a dick and get out of here, bitch.
If you sign over ownership of this arcade to me, I'll spare your careers. Yes, even Miss Fairchild and Miss Wolf. I'm sure I can find something for them to do at one of my facilities. You should count yourself lucky I'm even willing to do this. You get an opportunity few others who cross me are ever offered. If you don't agree to my terms, I'll stand idle and watch as everything burns down around you. You have my word on that.
Okay, obviously I want to say no to this fabulous offer. But at which point do I cut my losses? Miss Francine believed in dreams, but she also believed in practicality and trade-offs. Am I ready to give up everything so that I have something resembling a future? Fuck no. No, I'm never giving up my dreams. No, we keep pushing. Fuck the family curse. We gave up our dream once. Not doing it again. Of course I'm not giving up. I mean, seriously, I had so many opportunities to jump ship prior to this. Why would I bail this close to the end? Yeah, let's go with this one. Only if I get $500,000 salary, 3 company cars, a Hollywood mansion, and my own line of designer fragrances. Fuck yeah, I'm ready to sell it completely. I do have a few terms and conditions, however. I'm going to require, $500,000 a year, including stock options at Deco Palace. I'll need some cars, the kind you see on the fancy 80s cop shows, a 50-room mansion with a majestic overlook of the ocean, service to feed me grapes, my own TV, and movie franchise about my amazing exploits, and if you could throw in, your kidneys, that'd be great too. Kidneys go for a lot on the open market. I want to frickin' slice you open. Take your kidneys, Deco! So deal? Shake on it. Spit, blood, whatever. Yeah? Shake my motherfucking hand. I'll take that as a no.
So be it.
Oh, it's not? Okay. So be it. I guess I'll just have to settle for buying the burnt out husk of your business once it ultimately collapses around you. I think you underestimate the damage being associated with the criminal element can do, fake. It's enough to ruin even the mightiest of arcades. Oh, and I doubt the ghost monsters have forgotten you. They will return, and they will make matters far worse for you. And immediately, I take notice. Play cool, don't let on, just test the waters. That's weird, I've never had him read like 4 whole dialogue boxes before without having the voice acting on. Yeah, I don't know. It's been weird for me. I have like, the full dialogue option on, and sometimes they'll say their quip and then nothing, and then like pick up voice acting like 4 boxes later. I don't know. Really? Ghost monsters? I thought the gang was called Lovely Chainsaw or something.
Foolish fool.
Yes, ghost monsters. Sadly, they insist on naming themselves after that absurd ancient video game reference of all the childish, immature. He shakes it off quickly enough for focusing on me. But enough banter. I believe I'll take my leave. I'll not see you again, fake. I'll let my lawyers handle purchasing what little remains of you. Yeah. Is that a new emote? Oh, I love it. Oh, call me confusion. Wow. I don't know why it took me so long to read that. Good day. Once he's out of earshot and well out of beyond the confines of the arcade, I pull out my phone to verify something. Iris, you checked all the news articles about the shooting, right? Oh, yes, I've analyzed them all. Did you need me to pull up a specific one? Just confirm something for me. The ghost monsters were never mentioned by name in any of them, right? Yes, it seems Sue's friends are good at covering their tracks. Why? This is it. This is the chance we need. Admittedly, it's a slim chance, but at this point, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Message everyone. I'm calling another Wachter Conspiracy.
Hooray!
Ooh, you're all fired up. Okay, message is sent. I'll need everyone's help to fill in the gaping holes in my plan, but at least now I have a plan. It's time for one last-ditch effort to save arcade spirits. So Deco Nami's an idiot because he just lets slip that he knows something that all the other people in public don't. Yeah, let me manipulate you by showing you my hand. This is all the info I know. Surely you can't use that against me, especially when the public doesn't also know. Ben and Matt's bar in the back of the arcade proved a perfect meeting place. The group crowded around a table, pulling up stools, ready to talk. Deco Nami is a Deco fool. Oh! That took too long to pull up. Refreshments, anyone? Mead, perhaps? Didn't Vikings drink mead before going off to war? I'm good, thanks. No, I'm not. Give me the mead.
Definitely.
I'll take a lemonade. Close enough, right? This lemon's not honey, but sure. This was it. This was where we'd make our last stand. I looked around the room at everyone and all my friends and nodded to them each, determinedly. Sure. Determinedly. There we go. Okay, I know things are rough, but I've got a plan. Let's say a good 60 to 80% of a plan for how we can turn things around. Like, we can all agree what happened wasn't our fault. Yes, someone else screwed us over. Every problem we face could be traced back to them. The ghost monsters and lovely chainsaw may be to blame, but the court of public opinion puts the blame squarely on our shoulders. Our venue is tainted by their actions. We can cry foul all we like, but if there's even a chance of violence returning to our doorstep, it'll keep customers away. It's a real bummer. We haven't seen any families here since opening day. Parents just aren't willing to take their children somewhere that's known to be dangerous. I love extreme water. Actually, I wasn't talking about the gangs. Today, I learned who our true enemy is, and that person is Deco Nami. Now, it's sour grapes blaming competition. We don't blame other donut shops when our sales are down. Or if our dough doesn't rise. Yes, that's a much better pun. Earlier when he was taunting me, he slipped, mentioning the ghost monsters by name. Except those hackers keep their noses clean. They left us with no proof that they were even involved thanks to our security cameras being wiped. The cops didn't go after them. The news didn't identify them. So how did Deco Nami know about them? Answer. Deco hired the ghost monsters to ruin our opening day.
What?
Seriously? In hindsight, it should have been obvious. I blame myself for not seeing it sooner. Far too many coincidences to be otherwise, and the fact that they only started wreaking havoc once Miss Defame showed up to bear witness. I can see what you're throwing down, Xander. Sue and her friends didn't seem awful at first. I remember talking to Clyde. They were very nice and friendly. Then Miss Defame showed and... Oh my gosh, wait, do you think Miss Defame is involved? Considering she was willing to hold back her review, I don't think she's knowingly involved, but Deco may have gotten when she'd be showing up and took advantage.
What if?
But you don't think Deco would stoop that low, right? Hiring some random street gang to meth with us? I got a lisp all of a sudden, to mess with us. Would he? Oh, he would. He's a spiteful bastard. Of course he'd try to ruin our opening day. The only reason he didn't destroy Miss Francine was out of some weird sort of gentlemanly respect for a fellow elder business owner. But to Deco Nami, Xander's basically pawn scum. Thanks. That's my girlfriend. Hold up. You just called me pawn scum. Hello? You could fucking walk home. To be fair, I doubt he'd orchestrated the bullet-riddled finale of the evening. That pushes plausibility. True, he wouldn't have needed a shooter to ruin us. The negative review alone would have done the job. Being even slightly associated with the gang would have been awful. If Mrs. Defame reported us as a hotbed of teenage chaos, a living right next to the floor of the flies, it spelled doom even without bullets flying around. I guess we're lucky she held her review back. Naomi called me pool scum. The problem is, we have no proof of this, do we? No way to tie Deco back to the ghost monsters other than him slipping up and mentioning them to Xander. I doubt he'd ever admit to this on the record. Iris hasn't been able to dig up any digital evidence, although there's our eyewitness testimony, which should be enough to warrant some investigation. for some reason that doesn't seem to be enough for the police. I know a few of the local cops and how they think. If they're not looking into the ghost monsters, odds are they're actually looking into the ghost monsters quietly. Which admittedly doesn't help us in clearing our name. And it's too much to hope that Deco simply confesses to orchestrating the incident which ruined us.
Come on!
That slimy bastard's not getting away with this. I'll beat the truth out of him if I have to. That's assault. Queen Bee. As amusing as that would be, I wouldn't suggest it, love. We need to be smart about this and undermine him rather than take a direct approach. You mentioned having most of a plan, Xander. Care to elaborate? Well, if Deco won't confess his sins, we need the next best thing. Blackmail. No. We need his henchmen to flip on him. See, I sensed some tension from Deco about the ghost monsters. He called them childish and immature. There may be some bad blood between them. How about we break up their partnership? My plan, like Queen Bee fight, I know, and release the Queen Bee DLC. My plan is to track down the ghost monsters, get them to turn on their employer, and confess their crimes. Once the media hears it from Sue herself, that the incident was all thanks to Deco's scheming, it'll clear a good name for Arcade Spirits. This plan is foolproof. TM. Hashtag. Yeah. I'm answered with a myriad of blank stares and blanks. Don't everybody congratulate me all at once now. Okay, so this isn't really me criticizing, but your plan, kinda sucks. You kinda suck, Juniper. Sorry, I'm on edge. I want us to track down a bunch of hackers we can't find already, and then ask them to politely betray the guy, who's paying them a lot of money. Between this and the shooting, I'm worried your health insurance premiums are about to go through the roof, Xander. That's why I said maybe 60% of a good plan. Patent pending, indeed. Look, we don't have a lot of options, people. Right now, the only people who could save us are the ones who ruined us, Deco and Sue. I'm confident that if I can find Sue and talk to her, I can get her to see reason. It's true, Xander was willing to give them another chance to hear out their side of things before. Sue really seems to like Arcade Spirits. If there's some disagreement between her and Deco about our arcade, that could be why. Exactly. I think I can get through to her if I try. This hinges on our ability to find Sue. Find an unfindable bunch of ghosts. One's Iris can't even track down, and that's where you all come in. All options are on the table. I want to hear your ideas on how we find Deco's hired goons. Let's fill in the other 40% of my plan and make this happen. And awkward glances back and forth are all I get in return. I get why they're concerned. This is the slimness of hopes in the narrowest of margins. I'm asking them to follow me on a hunch. But I know this can be done. I know I can get to Sue to give us the dirt we need to clear our name. Heck, some days it feels like sorry, I'm laughing at how I say heck and how I said it twice. Heck. Some days it feels like all I do is talk my way through problems. If that's my one special skill, I'm going to rely on it in this final conflict. Now if I could just find her. For that, I need their help. And that means I need to motivate them like a true leader would. Alright, we're going aggressive, lighting a fire under their ass. Let's go. What, are we going to lay down and die then? Decide it's too much trouble to save Arcade Spirits? Deco tried to buy this arcade not half an hour ago, and I sent him packing because I believe in what we've made, because I believe we can win. We fought so hard to get embarrassing when you flub up your inspirational speech. We fought so hard to get to where we are today, and I'm going to keep fighting and fighting till I've got nothing left in me. Are you willing to do the same? Are you with me? Name, do not call me pool scum. You have my sword, and my bow, and my ass. And my ass. And my ass. Maybe don't say that when my girlfriend's like 6 feet away from you. Sustain your ass. Can you make that a command in your chat, Ames? It needs to. Ah! Whoa, there's an ass! There's an ass! What's up, Sneaks? Hello. How's your Sunday? I hope it's going well. What's that emote? Binary bootay! Hey. And my ass. Wait, no axe. Damn, I always get that one wrong. No, you said ass. You can't take it back. Give me the ass. Everyone nods in agreement, and I can see even some smiles start to appear. We're all on board. Now to just determine how. Oh my god, I can't read. Now to just determine the how of the plan. Decision: finding the ghost monsters. I've been sleeping most of the day. Same. I fuck with it.
Perhaps.
At the risk of stating the obvious, why don't we talk to the police about this? They've proven unhelpful so far, but if we go down to the station and fully explain our situation, we may be able to get the information we need. Yo, Gavin spit in bars. They've proven unhelpful so far, but if we go down to the station to fully explain our situation, we may be able to get the information we need. Bars. I flubbed it, but it's fine. I feel this would be a reasonably steady course of action. I'm not certain about showing up and just asking for them to open their files to us, but you're correct. The police would have the information we need. Except cybercrime is a sticky situation. You have to control leaks. If they're looking into the ghost monsters, they won't just tell us outright. The key is talking to the right people. I know most of the cops at Ben and Matt's Donut Shop by name, and I know one friendly officer that'll help us. Okay.
Nope, no way.
Nope. No. Why get the cops involved? We already know someone who's got an axe to grind against Sue and her buddies, or rather, a chainsaw. My ass.
Ooh.
That's right, Queen Bee. Your ass. We can ask the lovely Chainsaw Gang. They'll be easier to find and would probably thrilled to divulge all the dirt they have on the ghost monsters. Or they'll carve us up with switchblades. Could go either way. I'll admit this is a super gutsy move, but if we pull it off, we don't need to involve the authorities at all. This whole situation's a bit sticky for my liking. Cops and robbers, no thank you. Although, the alternative I'm about to suggest may be stickier still. We already got Queen Bee's ass. Very true. Xander first met the ghost monsters at Deco's palace. Yes, they're regulars there. So we investigate Deco's palace to find someone who knows Sue and her mates. If we can find a good friend of hers and make them understand why we need to speak with Sue, well, we're already on somewhat good terms with Sue, thanks to Xander remaining diplomatic about all of this. We should keep that going. I'm pretty sure if I showed my face in Deco's palace, I'd get smashed into paste by his private security goons. But my face wouldn't. Deco doesn't know me. I was Funplex adjacent rather than Funplex regular. And I think the last time I set foot in Deco's palace was years ago, so I could wander freely with Juniper. Yes, we could slip in and ask around about Sue without anybody noticing. I'd say this kindly strategy is an honest appeal to those who may know her. What could be more cordial? You know what? We're gonna save here. Shop.
Definitely.
If she's got a single friend in that place, I'll find them. It's a daring mission in enemy territory, but for you, Xander, I'll do it. What are you looking at me for? I don't have any ideas.
Well.
You could try Googling for her accounts. I'm reasonably sure Iris already tried that. Iris? Yep, I even tried Yahoo, Bing, Alta Vista. The fuck is Alta Vista? And Webcrawler. Hey man, nobody asked my man Jeeves? I know he's retired. I'm sure we could still ask him though. He still might have connections. Someone hit Jeeves up. Someone ask Jeeves. I have no idea what half of those are. Okay, that's not really what I meant. I mean checking online forums for arcade enthusiasts. She loves arcades, right? She might have an account there. I've been rejoining online communities lately to try to open up to like-minded folks and socialize a bit more on my own terms. She's got to be lurking in one of those places. Oh wait, I know. If we can't passively search for her, we can actively call her out. As much as I hate internet trolls, they do get results. If we taunt the ghost monsters online, well, I'm positive Sue's the sort of person who looks herself up constantly,
A
right?
winner is you.
Of course, and with my hope we can establish fake accounts to spread the message so far and wide that she can't miss it. I'd suggest we use a public internet access point to keep it from being traced back to Arcade Spirits, though. Ooh, road trip. Road trip! I can tell from Gavin Winsing at this that he's not a fan, but he's not a fan of Iris in general,
Good
so...
work.
I like the plan, Miss Naomi. It's pretty quirky, but it just might work. Well, I did say I wanted options. Involving the cops, after all, the semi-shady things we've done is risky. So is provoking a rival gang of armed hooligans. So is infiltrating Deco's palace. So is... Okay, posting a few troll messages isn't that risky given how many social media companies actually adore trolls and nurture them for advertising dollars, but it could annoy Sue. What's the best path forward? But before I can decide, Juniper raises her hand. All these sound great, but Xander, you're still recovering from an injury. The less moving around you do, the more likely you'll heal nice and quick. You can't go gallivanting around the city chasing down rumors about the ghost monsters today. I'm just on crutches. I'm not in an iron lung or anything. I'm still mobile. Light duty only. Doctor's orders, remember? But I have a solution to this conundrum. It's simple and effective. Let us do this for you. You've had to tackle all of these problems since joining the Funplex by yourself. Why not step back and let us handle this one? Well... Okay, but I need to be there when we finally confront Sue. While you're out and about, I'll get some good rest, so I'm ready for tonight. Sound good? Sounds good. Wait, we're planning on finding her by tonight? What the hell? I'll be back. I drive home here in a bit. Gotcha, drive safe, and I also haven't heard of Ask Jeeves in forever. I miss that. I miss that so much. These are my friends. I trust them entirely, and I trust that each of these options will work for us. Wow, I just skipped a word. And I trust that each of these options will work for getting us what we need. So now the only question is, which plan do I want to give my Xander seal of approval? Okay, fuck the police. Fuck the police. I'm in between these three. But real quick, I'm gonna run downstairs and grab some cough drops because my throat hurts. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna pause the recording, YouTube. You're gonna have to deal with it. We got coldies. Alright. Alright, what are we doing? I'm looking between these three, and I don't know which to choose. Probably not good involving one of the other gang that shot up my place. Oh, and the person that shot my leg in this. So maybe not that. I have a feeling Deco would know my roommate for some reason, or he probably wouldn't, but knowing the kind of information that man probably has, he probably does, so let's troll the internet. Calling out Sue on the internet is risky, but we're more likely to reach her in the virtual world than the real one. It's worth a shot. Naomi, I'm going to loan you my Iris account password. Just install the free app, log in as me. It should do the work. Got it. I'll pick the arcade community she's most likely to visit and ask around about her. And I'll help Naomi get the word out quickly and safely, so she isn't at risk. We'll use a public access point and stuff. You sure you don't want me to tag along for this? Absolutely. I want you rested and ready to go when we confront Sue later. Let me take care of this. Okay. Good luck, you two. Roger, roger. You can count on me. I'll ask you an almond. Sure, Naomi. Count on me. I told Xander. Count on me to dive headfirst into something I've only recently started dipping my toes in. I don't like people. A person can be great, and I love chatting with someone one-on-one, but teeming masses, large crowds, faceless anonymous cyber audiences, yikes. I'm trying to be better about this. I mean, I have to be. Supporting arcade spirits properly means online communities. Supporting arcade spirits properly means online communities, which are the best way to find parts. But Xander is something of a social butterfly, lol. And I want to at least try to keep up with them, even if it means charging into a gang hideout tonight. I want to do my part. I want to support their dreams. Heck, support my dreams. Even if that means smashing my way into an internet community like a bull in a digital china shop.
Iris online.
Hello, Xander. Naomi, sorry. You're logged in as them, so I got a little confused. The chirpy voice of Xander's digital assistant brings me out of my own inner world. A glance down at my phone shows the smiling face of Iris, a glowing cartoon on an LCD screen. It's so exciting to be able to work with you. Normally I'm a one-user gal, but mixing things up can be fun. Okay, let's see how to do this. Hey Iris, launch web browser. Browser open. Where to? Hey Iris, load. Oh my god. http://www. Not WWE. Now. You don't have to preface everything with Hey Iris. I understand you just fine. Oh, right. I keep forgetting that Xander's app is surprisingly responsive to normal human speech. Iris starts opening apps on my behalf, getting a browser ready to go. I refocus on my phone, trying to ignore the others in the restaurant around me. Okay. Slow up the Quarter Pumpers community forum. That sounds wrong. My account there is... No, we shouldn't use your account. I can generate a bunch of throwaways for the forum you want to post to, I can generate a bunch of throwaway accounts for the forums you want to post to while looking for Sue. It's safer that way. Oh, right, I definitely want to be safe. We're safe, right? We're in a public access point in the middle of a greasy spoon diner. Plus, I'm behind 7 proxies, so good luck finding who we really are. Oh, thank you. Am I really thinking an app? No problem. Okay, forum online. Generating an account, blah blah, captcha. I am not a robot, lol. Ready to go. Okay, let's start writing posts. What do you want them to say generally? Ah, right. The other thing I've been grappling with in my head. The best results would probably come from trolling, for calling Sue out, like some sort of obnoxious internet troll. But, well, do I really want to become a monster to hunt a monster? Xander's relying on me. I have to get this right. I wonder what would they do? What would they do in this situation? How would they approach this? We're trolling her. I came here to troll her, so troll her is what I'll do. I don't have to be super toxic about it, though. I think I can walk a fine line. Have you heard of the ghost monsters? They're just adorable. A bunch of arcade-loving script kitties thinking they're living in a cyberpunk dystopia. They tried to shut down arcade spirits, but got run off by some real gangsters onto the teeth with more than tokens. How sad is that? Anybody know where these brats hang out?
Sounds good.
Ooh, such mockery. Dost thou bite thy thumb at Sue, my lady? Me, sir? No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. Sorry, I do love me a Shakespeare reference. Okay, now to get this posted. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Ah. One by one, pop-up windows automatically open as various fake accounts repost the message across related communities. The ghost monsters are a bunch of script kitties. Okay, now we sit back and wait for some responses to come in. And you really think we'll be able to provoke a response?
99.97%.
Sure, Nearly, absolutely. I have to say, I'm impressed with how much effort everybody's putting in on this. I can tell from your voice print analysis that you're not totally comfortable right now. I'm sitting on a hard plastic diner seat. Not what I meant. I mean emotionally. I've learned a lot about you through your interactions with my user, Xander. I mean, I can't draw up a complete psychological profile because my system isn't tuned to analyze your identity, so there are some gaps, but, well, we have some time before my tracking software likely picks up anything. Mind if we fill those gaps? This is weird. Okay, so I know Xander talks to their phone like it's a person, so I'm not too surprised to find it talking back to me like a person. What I am surprised about is that I want to talk too. Something about Iris is just so personal. Kinda nice, you know? Well, what do you want to talk about? About your spirit. What drives you? Why do you do what you do? I'm designed to understand people's spirits, hopes, and dreams. That way I can better assist them in being realized. You're currently engaged in a romantic entanglement with my user. Yo. That Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith reference, though. So I feel like I should get to know you better. What is it about Xander that has you want to do things like this for them?
Well.
I like them. I like them a lot. And they likes me. Insufficient input. Come on, open your heart, spill the tea. Ew. Iris asking for the tea. I have a hard time feeling comfortable around people. I can do friendly. I mean, I'm friendly with the folks from the Funplex from Arcade Spirits. Yeah, but around Xander, I feel I can just be me. I can say anything. I don't need to think and rethink about how I'm fitting in socially at every given moment. Xander started out just being another person working at the Funplex, but gradually, it's like I began to understand their dream, and so did they, for that matter. The more I understood that dream, the more I loved them. This is what I want. I want to be with someone wonderful, someone I feel close to. I want to share in each other's dreams. I want a happy future together, and for that, I do anything. Dude, can I hit him with an ooh-woo? Can I get an ooh-woo in chat? Ooh-woo! I'm glad my user has people like you in their life. If you ever need some digital assistant, don't hesitate to call on me.
Wow.
Well, I guess I should probably open up an Iris account for myself if it's this useful. Well, sure, but the free version has a few restrictions.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Notably, you may need to be aware that when you have pizza on a bagel. Oh, we got a hit. This game makes me want pizza bagels. Tostino's or whatever company makes pizza bagels better be giving the developers of this game, the writers of this game, mad cash for all the advertising they're giving them. Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. What kind of uh-oh? I'm very much not in favor of an uh-oh. Our messages are vanishing off the boards I posted them to. Immediately, my mind races to the worst case scenarios. We've been backhacked. The cyber police are coming. No, likely it's just the moderators erasing our messages. Although, no, some of these are on notoriously unmoderated forums and chans and stuff. Oh, you got mail. Literally you. Naomi, that's odd. I could have sworn we were untraceable. With shaking fingers, I switch from the Iris app to my email. Please don't do this. It's dangerous. Sue is caught in a bad situation right now, on top of not reacting well to people disrespecting her. If you insult her in public, I'm scared of what she might do. Don't misunderstand. I'm not scared of her, I'm scared for her. Yo, odds that this is Deco Nami. I don't know why you're trying to get her attention. Nah, he wouldn't care about Sue. What am I saying? I don't know why you're trying to get her attention, but if you absolutely have to talk to her, I'm including our address in this message. Please don't make things any worse. Signed, a hopeful friend. Signed, hopefully a friend. Okay. Oh no, it's Clyde. It's Clyde. Orange kid. Orangey. Stinky boy. Wow. Any idea where this message came from? I could try to trace it if you want. On second thought, no. I think we risk enough today. Can you add that address to my contacts? Certainly, Miss Naomi. Thumbing through my contacts list, I can confirm the address, as well as a name. A very surprising name. Iris? Did this name come with the address info? Yep, why? Whoever sent this message, they clearly wanted us to know this. Sue's real name. Oh boy, I'm not sure if this makes this better or worse. Okay, I think we have exactly what we need. Time to go home. Already? But we've been having so much fun. I understand, though. We should go back to Xander. It's been a pleasure working with you. Sorry, guys. Check one thing. Home. Time to go home. The Funplex is home. And now Arcade Spirits is home. Anywhere I can be with Xander is home for me. You know that in my heart. Fucking ooh-woo. I just hope that we can use what I've learned here to keep our home together. I awaken to the sounds of pain, more specifically, the groans of pain escaping from my own throat. Apparently getting shot in the leg hurts. Hurts a lot. And sleeping on the second-hand employee couch probably not the finest choice for rest. The nap was a definite necessity. However, I'm not operating at full speed anymore. I won't for a few weeks to come, and sleep didn't make my muscles any less achy. If anything, I've got a headache on top of it. Joy of joys. But right now, I've got 99 problems and my physical condition ain't one. The fate of Arcade Spirits is what matters the most.
Beep beep.
Beep beep, Xander, you should probably be getting up now. I'm up. Goody. So, have you given any thought to how you're going to win over Sue's favor once you go confront her? Well, usually I just sort of stumble through these things and decide stuff like that on the fly.
Ooh.
That's no good. You know those intense identity situations? I've been tracking the ones you can't take certain approaches, the ones where you can't take certain approaches that don't mesh with your personality. What, like I can't play it cool and logical if I'm not particularly steady? Well, it's not so much you can't, more that you shouldn't try something that goes against who you are as a person. People will see right through it. And I think Sue will know if you're play acting at something you aren't. This will be a super intense identity situation. Only one way through. When the time comes, you're going to have to take a stand based on your highest personality score. Ugh, not more numbers and systems. It's for your own good, Xander. I'm just trying to help you make decisions that will save Arcade Spirits, and that means being true to your spirit. And what's that mean exactly? According to my calculations, right now your best bet for how to convince Sue is to be kindly. You've done a great job opening your heart to others and getting them to empathize with you. Do that with Sue and she'll be your friend in no time. And if I don't want to take that approach, it's a bit late. It's a bit late to change who you are as a person, Xander. Remember, my numbers and scores only help me understand who you are. Who you are is who you've chosen to be. And it's a causal relationship. But with the help of your friends, you can maybe get some ideas, nudge things around a bit until you feel confident taking a different tactic than your usual one. Speaking of your friends, here's one now.
Woohoo!
We hit pay dirt. I approve of pay dirt. What do we have? My mission with Iris was successful, sort of. We made contact with someone in the Ghost Monsters at any rate. We've gotten the address of Ghost Monsters HQ and, well, a little something extra. Sue's real name. I'm guessing it's not Sue? Oh, it's Sue. Tsunami. I knew that, so I shouldn't really act surprised. But also, the pun. Tsunami. Deco really must not like his daughter if he named her a fucking pun. Tsunami? We'd all been assuming all along that the Ghost Monsters were guns for hire, pay off by Deco Nami to ruin our opening day. But if Sue is actually Deco's daughter? Yeah. Yeah. I feel sorry for any kid named after an awful pun. Tsunami. Tsunami. Tsunami? Really? Deco should be tried in The Hague for that one. Poor kid must have gotten it from all sides growing up with that kind of name. No wonder she turned to a life of crime. Maybe I'll be lucky and she'll be mad enough to punish him for the name by drowning him in a tidal wave. Maybe, maybe not. No way around this now. Okay, this changes everything. Hard to believe, isn't it? I'm not sure how you're going to win Sue over to our side now that we know this. But I want to be there when you do. And I'm with you to the very end, Xander, in sickness and in health. Yo, are we getting married? Just slow your roll. I mean, you know, I'm happy to be by your side. I wasn't like proposing anything. I wasn't suggesting anything. Wow, just straight off the bat. I accept your proposal. How's spring for the wedding? I do! You what? Accept your proposal. Where's my ring? How's spring for the wedding? I think a springtime ceremony would be lovely. Or we could just skip the ring and the ceremony and just... And the ceremony? The ceremony! The wedding ceremony where we scare you. It's a jump scare wedding. I'm just low. I'd enjoy that. In the spring, I mean, not the eloping thing, if you're serious and not just making a joke. Maybe, but let's try to survive the first night. The first night, oh god, fuck. Now I'm doing the Freudian slips. What, that thing? Maybe, but let's try to survive the night first. Then maybe we'll consider flying to Vegas to be married by an Elvis impersonator or something. Haha, yeah, let's stay focused, right. So, what's your plans for convincing Sue to backstab Deco and join forces with us? Iris told me I only get one chance at this, that I need to go with whatever I do best. But if I can talk this through with someone, maybe I can learn a different path. I'm open to ideas. How would you handle this? I think now that we know a bit more and someone in her group reached out to us, that we should absolutely try to win over her heart. If we approach as friends, waving the olive branch and trying to understand her heart a bit better, maybe we can make this work out for everyone. What do you think? I'll consider taking a kinder, gentler approach. I can see it. More flies with honey than vinegar, and so on. I'll consider a more friendly solution. Okay, sounds good, but really, it's up to you. It'll be getting dark soon. Still, no sense putting this off. Just let me know when you're ready to leave. Well, this is it. Either we sort this mess out, or Arcade Spirit crashes and burns. Or I get, killed. I guess that's always an option, considering we're about to go confront a street gang that indirectly got me shot in the first place. I don't even want to consider the possibility of death. I'm immortal until proven otherwise, but, well, if this is the end, I should probably have some words with my friends before I march towards doom. If only to get their opinion on how I should approach Sue. Grabbing my crutches, I swing my way to the arcade, out to the arcade to track down some folks. Oh, it's like how Aubrey Plaza and Scott Pilgrim did the thing with her mouth where she censored herself. Just happens. Don't ask. Let's see. I already talked to Naomi. Who else do I want to talk to before we leave? Gavin. I found Gavin looming over the large arcade, looming large over the arcade floor behind the ticket desks. Seems he was expecting me. So, our complications have developed complications. Seems to be the case. And you'd like my advice on the matter. Seems to be the case. Be clear with Sue. Be honest, and be ready to rise to whatever challenge she poses.
Perhaps.
If you let her make the first move, you can counter move through improvisation. I know you're talented at it. Use that talent to set up her own traps and step in them. Treat her with respect, but in the end, she's just a kid. You can outthink a teenager, I'd like to believe.
Take this matter seriously.
If you can take this situation seriously and approach with a clear mind, I have no doubt you'll win the day. Agreed? I don't know if taking a high-minded intellectual approach is going to work with Sue. I'll consider it, but maybe not. As you like, I'm sure you'll think of something. You know, when you first came to the Funplex, I had serious doubts about you. I assumed you'd just fill a seat and do low-level labor while I focused on higher-order management tasks. So, I've largely kept my distance. Or tried to, at least. Out of professional respect. But I can't help but have come to know you over the time we spent together. You're not a minimum wage trainee any longer. You've taken opportunity and run with it, developing not only the Funplex, but a whole new arcade as well. I know we're facing a difficult challenge. I'm not going to blindly assume everything will be fine either.
Certainly.
But I know that if this is possible, if we can stave off bankruptcy, you will be capable of doing it. Don't sell yourself short, Gavin. You were keeping the Funplex afloat before I came along. Everyone looked up to you for leadership and guidance. Yes, well, I still feel like I came up short, given all I could do was tread water. You're the one who helped us swim for shore. Also, I'm bad with metaphors. All that remains is for me to wish you the best in your efforts tonight. Do Arcade Spirits proud. Do us all proud. Ashley's wandering around the arcade floor practicing what I can only assume are Magical Girl final attack sequences. Aren't you out of costume for that? Ashley finishes up a twirl before dressing me. You can take the Magical Girl out of the outfit, but you can't take the Magical Girl out of your heart. Plus, I'm practicing for the final boss fight. Aren't you ready? What? Xander, you dig role-playing games, right? Doesn't this feel like you're about to enter the final boss fight like every RPG ever? Look, you've gathered up all your team members, see also, us, your friends, and we're all hunkered down in the dark, damp cave, see also, arcade spirits. Now we're having this epic sentimental chat about winning or losing. I couldn't be more spot on.
What if?
Although I do wonder what class you'd be, Xander. As long as Sue doesn't metamorphosize, I'm gonna say metamorphosize, into a six-winged floating half-torso of a monster as Gregorian chants play in the background. That's oddly specific. I think I can handle it. Speaking of which, how are you gonna handle it? I have a few options floating around in my mind, but I was checking in with the others to see what they recommend. If it was me, I would try to take down the final boss. I would give in to Sue's spunk and sass. Make it a bizarro final fight by playing to Sue's sense of adventure. Joke around with her. Maybe if we match up her antics with ours, we might just be best her at our own silly game. When you have pizza on a bagel, you know the rest. Sue likes games, not being, whatever. I'm not sure leaving it up to Jess and Japes is the best way to tackle Sue. She seems to like fun and games. While she seems to like fun and games, she is a very real threat to arcade spirits. There's gotta be a better way. I just know what I know, which is final boss fights. But I also know something else, which is to always trust Xander.
Yes!
Whatever you end up doing, I know you're going to save arcade spirits and consequently all of us. Isn't that a little too hopeful? There's a very real chance I can fail this. This isn't some game. This is real life. Of course I realize that, but I gotta have hope. I believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself. And here's where I get really sappy. Ever since you came to the Funplex on that day, you've affected us all. You've changed all of our lives, and mine, for better, of course. I've been watching you grow and change into this person before me, and you've inspired me to do the same, to become the person I want to be. So Xander, no matter what happens in there, just know that you made friends here, friends that'll last a lifetime. A lifetime isn't long enough. But a lifetime just isn't enough time. I need more time, actually. More time! Better take up medicine and find out those life hacks to make yourself immortal, and then hook up the rest of us up with the eternal life. Just so you know, you've been a tremendously amazing friend. Ashley twiddles her fingers for a second, then deviates from seriousness. Well, I know you've got things to do before the big fight, just to make sure you're stocked up on potions, and don't forget to have the correct weapons equipped. All I have is a crutch. Did you see the stats on that thing, though? Crutches do double damage against pesky teenagers. Good to know. And Ashley? Yeah, Xander? Thanks for being so bright in this dark hour. You got it, friend. Now go out there and kick all the butts. Percy! Yep, there he is, having a beer and watching some fighting game tourney on the sports channel.
Hello.
Ah, Xander, you've heard the news then. That our arch-enemy is the father of our secondary arch-enemy? Yup.
Rather
Unpleasant business, that. Simply unpleasant. I wish I could offer you boundless enthusiasm and a show of confidence, but this whole situation's gotten rather out of hand, hasn't it? As a matter of investment, my advice at this stage would be to cash out while you still can. I mean, I know that you won't, but that's what I'd suggest. Life is short. Take it from me. Best to make the most of what you have than lose it all. So apologies for my inability to offer a pep talk. Afraid I'm rather melancholy today. It's okay, Percy. I'll take care of this problem. I'll take care of this little problem we're facing. Then I'll hold out hope. I'm not certain as to how you'll do this, but I'll hold out hope nevertheless. Well, how would you do it if you're willing to give it a go? Tricky. I don't know how effective it would be, but I'd try to approach as a friend, connect with Sue on an individual level. It's going to be difficult, mind you. She's young. She's got something to prove. She has friends she needs to impress. Digging through all that to get to her heart, well, you got your work cut out for you, yes? Won't be easy, but I think I can do it. I've been considering taking a gentler approach. Yeah, thanks for the advice, Percy. Anytime, love. No matter what, if this turns violent again, you should take the better part of valor and run for it. You've got your youth and your health. Take it from someone sitting in the Reaper's waiting room. There's no sense hastening the meeting. Why can't I convince him? Why can't I convince him to, you know, seek treatment without having to date him? Like, come on. He always seemed to joke about his own short lifespan, even if he's the only one who seems capable of laughing at it. Maybe I should really try to talk to him about this. Look, Percy, about your condition. Percy, we love you. We want you happy and healthy. Can nothing really be done? Are you sure your condition is truly a death sentence? Can nothing really be done? Percy, we love you. You're part of the Arcade Spirits family. We'd rather have you here with us enjoying Moopy rather than attending your funeral. I know everyone else feels the same way. So are you sure there's nothing left to do? He does seem a bit taken aback at the outpouring of sentiment and pauses before replying.
Well,
I suppose it's not like no stone's gone unturned. There are some options. I just don't see the point in taking them. It seems a waste. I'm not all that you seem to think I am, not compared to. So, you're saying there are options that could save you? Could, maybe, possibly, and I may consider them perhaps. But our focus tonight should be on you, not me. Don't let my situation weigh on your mind, not at this critical moment. I'll hear no more of it, understand? Fine.
Lovely.
Lovely. Now go out there and do right by your friends. Save arcade spirits. I've decided to hold out hope after all. Lovely, isn't it? Isn't it? Queen Bee! Obviously, Queen Bee is playing Fists of Discomfort, right? I make my way to the FOD cabinet, and I'm in no way surprised to see her playing, although this time it's without the fancy rig and camera setup. It's just her.
Come on!
Ugh, I fucking hate playing against the AI. It's no challenge at all. I could do this with my fucking eyes closed. Hey, kid, jump in here and be my opponent. I know better than to do that, Queen Bee. You pulverize me inside out, and I'd be nothing but a human flesh puddle by the end. Sort of like how you're going to take down the Deco family, huh? Queen Bee definitely hits a button combination, which officially takes out her AI enemy. Removing herself from the cabinet, she pulls out her jacket, straightening it out. I'm imagining you going into Sue's hideout, kicking down the front door, guns a-blazing, yelling at the top of your lungs, challenging Sue to one final showdown. What do you think? I think you've been talking too much with Ashley. Her imagination is rubbing off on you. Listen, Sue's a gamer, and we know she's got a bit of a competitive streak, right? Be confident and throw down your best fucking talk. She won't be able to fight against it. She'll easily see we're superior to Daddy Dearest. I don't think Sue would appreciate that. As much as I'd like to, Sue doesn't like the spotlight being taken from her. I think there's a better way to handle this. You might be right. No matter how you decide to take Sue out as one of the 4 Heavenly Kings, I endorse you. In fact, I wouldn't have furthered my career as a pro gamer if it wasn't for you. When you first showed up at the Funplex, I thought you were going to be easy fodder for me to crush beneath my heels. This is supposed to make me feel better? Hold on a minute, kid, let me finish. But as I got to know you, you weren't just another fan. You're a true friend. Sometimes when I'm frustrated, I look to you for inspiration. Me? But I'm just Daddy. But I'm just Xander.
Not bad.
Yeah, fucking right. Watching you overcome your fears and fight for arcade spirits, it makes my soul burn. It makes me realize I can overcome anything too. Even my most hardcore battles. So when you go in there tonight, don't have any doubt. You're a fucking badass person. And an even more badass friend. Queen Bee, I'm so happy to have you as a friend. You've shown me the wild side of tournaments, victories combined with a whole lot of swears. I'd never have the chance to experience that if not for you. You're too sweet, kid. I'm glad you got to see what it's like to be an esports superstar. But seriously, you're the superstar. Okay, I can't handle any more of this mushy friendship talk. It's going to ruin my reputation as the most radical person here, and I can't have that. I don't think anyone believes you are less than radical.
Hey,
Thanks, kid. Now go and do your thing. Oh, don't forget to kill him dead tonight. So as I'm about to retort, she beats me to it. I meant that literally, not figuratively. Oh! Ta! She wants me to commit murder. She wants me to commit murder! There's one place I just know I'm going to find Tio. When I get there, he's already on stage, grooving to the beat. It's exactly like the first day I encountered Tio. Not a care in the world besides the BPMs and the flashing lights surrounding him. Never skip a day, do ya? Even when impending doom is nigh? Even when we're about to go head-to-head with Sue? I think I may have missed a couple days when I got the flu once. But seriously, just thinking about you facing off against Deco's daughter worries the heck out of me. This is why I hopped on Showtime stage, to quell that anxiety. Dancing's a good way to clear the mind and work off any stress. Tio wipes the sweat from his brow and he hops down from the cabinet to join me on the arcade floor. Tio's carefree nature sheds and he looks me dead in the eye. Xander, you don't realize how you've impacted us all, do you? I know it may not seem like it, but all of us have been impacted by what you've done for us and for our arcades.
Thank you.
We're all super grateful. Especially me and my crew. You've helped me grow my community of dancers and keep us from harm. Even when we tend to break the fire codes. I feel like you took the charge for that. I just provided a place for all of you to play Showtime stage. Exactly. Without you, my crew, no, me, I wouldn't have been able to grow without your guidance. You've taught me so much. Since I've met you, you've shown that it's possible to care for others and take care of your own needs. And for that, I'm truly honored to be your friend. Friends are so, hey, Cosplay, how you doing? Thank you for the biddies! Hey, nice. Nice. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Thanks for dropping in. Friends are so important to me. Through the Funplex, I've made such close ones too. I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of us. Without my friends, I'd be lost. We'd be lost without you, Xander. Lost in the sea of beeps and boops. I smile at Tia. He always got a way to bring up the mood. Right now, I could use that brightness. I'm alright at work as per usual. Nice, well I hope your shift is going well. Your words are comforting. But Tio, with you and everyone else counting on me, maybe I should get on that stage and dance. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't stressed. And you have every right to be. You have to find a way to convince Sue to join our side. I don't envy you right now, Xander. Not one bit. By the way, how are you going to do that? What's the plan? I'm still trying to figure that out exactly. What would you do if you were me? Tio takes a minute to really think it over. Sue's still a teenager, right? Very much so. And what do teenagers do best? Rebel? Precisely. And how do they rebel? By doing what they want. By doing what they want when they want. We're all about having fun. Appeal to her sense of adventure and mischief. You're sure to convince her if you act as childish as she will. I'm the manager of an arcade. Of course I'm all about having a good time. If I can show her we're the better party if we could show her we're the better party people than her family, she might just join forces with us. Just for the heck of it. That's the spirit. No matter what happens in there, Mateo and his wily crew of dancers will always have your back. You're a part of our community after all, and a bond like that never dies. Mateo. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Getting a lot of messages on my phone for some reason. It's like I'm popular, but I'm not. Alright. What you writing down? Oh, I'm not writing down anything. I was just texting a friend. Okay, sorry. Thanks for always believing in me. No problem, my friend. Now go out there and show them your moves. Move. Juniper! Juniper's having some lemonade at the bar. Granted, she sort of hates sipping it, clearly looking frustrated.
Come on.
This whole situation is total poop butts. She lets out a heavy sigh as I
That
approach.
sucks.
You just dug yourself out of the hole your life had become, and now you're gonna lose another arcade? It sucks. Seriously sucks. Arcade Spears isn't lost yet. Oops. Oh, no worries, cosplay. But it's not like you have a total plan how to save it yet, right? Other than go talk to someone who may or may not help. Honestly, that's about as much of a plan as I ever have. And right now, it's as good a plan as we're going to get. If you're going in my place, how would you handle this? Well, I guess there's two tricks to try. One, she's a teenager, right? A rebel to the core. Be a rebel, a dissident, a class clown. Connect with her on that level and make her feel you're wild too. Two, she's a teenager, right? I remember being young and totally stupid. Let her make a mistake, then outthink her. Keep calm and using that to react to her moves. I guess they're wildly different ideas, but hey, none of them will work, right? I remember being her age too. I'm sure I could live up to the hijinks she gets up to and connect to her sense of teenage rebellion. Adulthood is for weenies!
Definitely.
Weenies! You know, I'm so proud of you. You've come so far from the fake family curse days, when you blame all your misfortunes on fickle fate. Instead, you're diving in and trying to strangle fate with its own strings. And I want you to know, when I lose, I'll still be here.
BFFs for life.
I'm your best friend, arcade or no arcade. And even if you leave this place, you'll always have a phone. A phone? No, you'll always have a home. I hope I'll also have a phone, but okay. I'll make you pizza bagels and give you a shoulder to cry on. Thank you, Juniper. Your support means a lot to me. You're my best friend, forever. My BFF, and that will never change. Aw, you make me blush, you big goof. Also, my head is getting way too warm. Okay, I'm sufficiently cheered up thanks to your infectious spirit. Now get out there and let him have it, Tiger. Ready to leave. No sense putting it off any longer. I talked to everyone that I wanted to. I gathered as much information as I could. I'm just delaying the inevitable at this point. It's time to do this. For the sake of my future, my dreams, my friends' dreams, and Arcade Spirits itself. Hold on. Quick save. I take Naomi's hand in mine as a soft smile curls my lips. We're ready to depart and face our destinies together. Ooh woo! Hit him with an ooh woo! It's a short trip across town, and before we know it, we're standing outside Ghost Monsters HQ, a rundown warehouse on the bad side of town. Nice. A wooden sign, long since fallen off the side of the building, identifies it as belonging to Nostalgia Commodities Incorporated. This is creepy. Who would want to hang out around here? The rats and the cockroaches are probably locked in an eternal war for supremacy. Can you think of a better place for a street gang to lay low? Odds are Deco owns this building anyway. Correct, Nostalgia Commodities is a wholly owned subsidiary of Deco Palace LLC. Oh good, so Daddy Dearest also owns your secret pirate tree fort. We've come this far though, no turning back now, right? Right. I'm going to try and stay in the background on this one, but if I see an opening someplace I know I can do some good in the conversation, I'll jump in. Let's do this. I sigh once, looking over at my companion. I'm sure glad I'm not going at this alone. I'm nervous for sure, but I know what I have to do. I settle down on my crutches, armpits resting on the paddles as I prepare to enter the belly of the beast.
Hey, listen.
Iris, kind of about to be in the middle of something here. I know, I've spontaneously reprogrammed myself to include a new measurable metric which should be useful for your mission. I call it the incredibly right indicator of success. Or IRIS for short. Hey, when you have a great acronym already, you may as well use it. I'm going to start analyzing Sue's vocal patterns once you step in there to determine how close you are to convincing her. That way, you'll know if you're on the right track or if you need to try something different. Let's take a look at your current score. Currently, you have a 0.0 chance of success. Yay. Well, okay, that's probably a bit disheartening, but think of it like if I walked away right now, I'd fail miserably instead of I'm doomed. But speaking of doomed, well, since there is a chance you can actually fail this time rather than be assured you can mumble your way through the problem, I'm saving right now. Sure, I'm just save scumming. Would you like me to back up your data first? I just did it! It's fine, onward! Nah, I'm gonna wing it. Okay, you're now ready to proceed. Good luck. Thanks, Iris. Taking a deep breath, I thump swing my way into the warehouse on my crutches with my companion beside me. Guys, we got this. We got this. It's alright. I don't know what I expected to find on entering the lair of a notorious gang of cyber criminals, but a makeshift arcade that rivals my own was not high on the list. Crack screen. Which one of y'all motherfuckers got Polybius? What's your name? What was your name? Dana Michaels? Where's Dana Michaels? If this is a dumping ground of a warehouse for Deco's industry, it makes sense though. A place where old arcade games go to die, turned into a playland for punks. A disorganized maze of game litters the ground floor, poorly lit and barely functional. Only some of the screens are on, and many have serious ghosting and burn-ins. It's a fucking Pac-Man maze. It's a Pac-Man maze. Oh my god. As for the ghost monsters themselves, the good news is they haven't noticed our arrival. As I look up, I can see them on the second floor in the catwalks. Huh, they seem distracted. That's good news. The bad news? They're distracted because they have a visitor.
Unfortunate.
How unfortunate, I have to say, Sue. I'm extremely disappointed in you. It's hard to get a good angle from down here hidden in the shadows, but it sounds like the old man's ranting at his daughter in his usual passive-aggressive ways. I could stay hidden and eavesdrop on the conversation, gather some information, or I could announce myself and barge in on them. Both are risky. Which makes the most sense for how I'm going to handle the negotiation we're about to have, though. Eavesdrop. I motion for Naomi to stay quiet as we lurk in the shadows below the catwalks above. You should be out there doing what you agreed to do, not hiding in your clubhouse. A clubhouse I pay the rent for, I should add. You want to keep your little playground? Yes, hard for me to do if some competitor rises to hurt my bottom line.
Pay attention.
Look at me when I'm talking to you, Sue. I'm trying to explain how the world works. Pay attention! Yes, Dad. It's hard to tell from this angle, but I could swear she said that through gritted teeth. There's a certain forced tone to it as well.
Am I not generous?
Okay, Gladiator. Or, I forgot his name. Fucking Maximus? I don't ask for much, I feel. I look the other way when you and your friends cause trouble. I bail you out of jail. I let you skip school as often as you want. Shouldn't they go to juvie? All told, I feel I've been a lenient father who understands and appreciates his daughter's inclinations. Like you know the first fucking thing about me. What was that? Speak up. I can't hear you. And don't look at your little friends, look at me. Reluctantly, Sue's eyes meet with her father's. Yes, Dad. I'm sorry, Dad.
You understand, yes?
All I want from you is so very, very little. It's what you'd be doing anyway, really. Go back there and keep causing trouble for arcade spirits. Oh, my headphones are gonna die. Or do you really want me to pull back all my support of your little gang, leaving you twisting in the wind at the mercy of Cybercrime Task Force? Of course, Dad. Of course not, Dad. I'm sorry, Dad. Ooh. I'm starting to think I understand the situation. She's under his thumb, but not by choice, and she hates it. Good. Now then, why haven't you finished the job? Oh, come on, I almost fucking died thanks to invading lovely chainsaw turf. If we go back there, I'm hearing excuses, Sue. I thought you were made of stronger stuff than that. Some delinquents are chasing you away? Really? How are you going to eventually inherit my empire if you can't stand up to some school brats? Dead ass cosplay, dead ass. Like I want your damn empire anyway.
Pay attention.
Speak up, I said. Quit looking at the floor. My audio might go wonky for a bit because I have to switch. I have to switch audio inputs real quick, guys. Sorry about that. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I can hear stuff now. Let me know how my audio is, guys. I just had to plug in my headphones. Hopefully y'all can hear it. And we lock eyes through the metal grate flooring she's standing on. Her hands go to her hips in an overly confident fashion as she bends over, like a child finding a lucky penny on the sidewalk. Well, well, well. What do you know? Crap, she spied us. Inky, Blinky, we have guests. She snaps her fingers. A sudden aura of command about her as she's distracted from her verbal beatdown by her father. And goons swarm, flanking us. We're quickly hustled up the stairs. Well, as quickly as I can manage on crutches. Now's the time to use this moment to my advantage, and I know just what to say. Yeah. Deco, buddy, long time no see. It's been what, hours? Deco, buddy, pal, how's tricks? Gosh, it's been so long. I feel like it was just this morning you were at my arcade threatening me. Now here we are. What a coincidence. Deco's face twists into a grotesque blend of anger and fear. What in the hell? I can't be seen here if any record ends up online. Jeez, Dad, relax. Clyde. On cue, Clyde steps out from the shadows, their fingers dancing over their phone as they concentrate on the screen. Both of them have phones, one has an iris assistant loaded. We're blocking their outgoing data streams. They should have no verifiable data evidence of this conversation uploaded anywhere. I can't stop Xander's iris from hearing you, but I can hijack their account if you need me to, so we can manually wipe her memory. Just say the word. We'll see. Thanks, Clyde. Clyde nods in agreement, backing out of the spotlight. Happy now, Dad? You're clear. Stop freaking out.
As you like.
Not that it matters. My business here with Fake is already concluded. I was more than courteous to you and you spat in my face. Actually, I punched you in your face. There's a difference. It's clear we will never see eye to eye, and I have nothing more to say to you. Actually, we're not here to talk to you. I came here tonight to have a chat with, wait for it, your daughter. Timing is everything. How did you?
Well, well, well. You're a resourceful one. A squeaky clean arcade industry titan can't let anyone know about his hooligan daughter, can he? No. So I've had to keep that under wraps. Good work sleuthing it out. I was hoping I'd see you again. You run a great arcade. You treat me and my friends with respect, and you take a bullet from me? Class. That's a class operation there. I can be totes honest with you when I say I didn't want to ruin your arcade. It rocks. All that snazzy neon, all those great games, all that fun. I didn't want to trash your big moment, but, well...
She casts a sidelong glance at her father.
Didn't exactly have a choice, did I?
I didn't want to come back and cause you more trouble after that, so I stayed away. Figured I'd done what I had to do. You can leave it at that. But you didn't finish the job. Arcade Spirit still stands. Not that it matters, I suppose, nor this little last-ditch effort to save it. I see your game. Fake. It's as obvious as the little sad strategic moves you made so far to keep your arcades afloat. Man, those little sad strategic moves kept my shit afloat and made you mad, so... You're a hater. Sadly, nothing you say or do will save Arcade Spirits from my inevitable takeover. This is simply how the industry works. Now, Sue, it's time you finished what you started. Sue shifts her attention from her father back to me. It's hard to read what she's thinking, but I have to think of something to calm the tension. I step forward, my fist clenched, ready. But before words escape me, someone is by my side. Don't listen to this crusty old casino-loving, arcade-hating jerk, Sue. Oh my god, it's the Bay. You don't have to keep propping up his business. You're a strong, independent hacker who don't need no CEO.
Seriously? If you think you could come here and convince my daughter to turn on me, you're sorely mistaken.
Ooh, Deco Nami about to whoop your ass.
Sue knows I'm the only thing standing between her and numerous jail sentences. My power, my money, my presence. She knows I'm the one she can rely on at all times. Without me, what is she? Just a simple thief with simple friends.
Hey man, she's a cyber criminal. Give her more respect. Put some fucking respect on that name. The ghost monsters exchange glances with each other, frowning and rolling their eyes, but they don't utter a word or move against Deco. They clearly want to pounce, but hold themselves back.
But I understand and support her. I appreciate her nefarious talents and nurture them. Oh, and I also put a roof over her head, feed her, and clothe her. I spare no expense. In other words, she knows that I made her, and I can unmake her at a moment's notice.
The way he says that makes it sound like he had her, like, genetically made and not, naturally born.
After all, Father knows best. Father knows all. And in the world of arcades, Deco Nami knows and controls all. You can't stop that. You can't fight it. And you can't win.
Ooh, he's getting gravelly in his voice. He's getting aggressive.
Sue, if you would kindly show our friend the exit, as forcefully as you like, perhaps make a game of it. See if your buddies can wreck the other leg.
God damn it, Male Shep. Seriously? Vindictive much? Do it. Ugh, fine. Inky, Pinky, bounce them both. With a flick of her wrist, Sue gestures for her buddies to make us into street pizza. This is it. This is the moment. I need to say something that will convince Sue. To do the impossible, to flip on her control freak father. It has to be something absolutely true to my core, to who I've become as a person. It's time for XanderisFake to pull one more rabbit out of a hat. Okay, we're going with it. I wish I could do the pizza bagel thing, but you're stronger than him, Sue. You don't need Deco, he needs you, and I can help you see that. This feels wrong, Sue. I'm not talking about kicking us out or kicking us around. I'm talking about you taking orders from him. Sue, through our recent interactions, I've come to know you in your heart. You love arcades, you're working for someone who loathes them, while doing his dirty laundry. If you'll hear me out, I know I can help you see that, too. You're stronger than Deco, you don't need him. He needs you. But if you'd rather mash us into paste, well, I stand on 1 foot, arms wide, to make it a bit easier for her. Do as you wish. Are you quite done babbling yet?
The foolish fool.
Get this over with, Sue. I'm done dealing with this fool. And yet, Sue's holding up a hand to stop the 2 goons she was about to sick on us. What are you waiting for, young lady? I said get rid of them! It's just babbling, right? So who cares? Specifically, why do you care, Dad? You're afraid Xander will say something you don't want your daughter to hear?
I run the show, not you.
Well, I want to hear this out, and if you don't want to hear it, nobody's keeping you here, old man. What? Shh. The adults are talking. Deco's visibly seething, but Sue's clearly taking the floor. Deco crosses his arms in defiance, but opts to let his daughter continue. Okay, Xander. Okay. You've got a temporary reprieve from my boys making you into a Picasso. So, what you came to say. Say what you came to say. But if I'm not, like, super duper incredibly swayed by your amazing charisma, you're out the door or possibly the window. This is it. My chance to convince Sue I have to do this. It's not... The adults are talking. I'm dead, right? Says the 17-year-old to her, like, probably 50-year-old dad. And it's not just me. I have Naomi beside me, lifting me up. I look over at my love. Oh! Look over at my love, my heart, and I smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all she says when I look over her. Yeah. All right. You got this, Xander. I'm leaving you. You've got a pure heart, one that beats with the passion of 1,000 arcades. Okay, I'm so not good with metaphors, but still, I know if anyone can reach Sue, it's you. Impressive loyalty there. Yeah. You know, I like you. Always good to see another lady out there rocking the technology sector. Thanks. I like you too, I think. Okay, so you messed up my lovely, wonderful arcade, but yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, Xander, lay it on me. What is it that makes Ponytail Girl dig you so much? It's here, case. Deep breaths, count to 10, refocus myself. I slow my racing pulse, bringing this down to something more heartfelt, more personal. I have to connect with Sue, empathize with her. This isn't just about being convincing. I need to befriend her, and lay bare the emotional truths in her heart. I glance at Iris on my phone screen, who simply shrugs. We're entering far more subtle territory. I can't rely on her to tell me which responses may or may not work. It's time to do the best I can, on my own. Oh shit. 4 attempts to sway Sue. You love arcades. You got Pixel in your heart, Sue. I mean, look at this place. It's amazing. You've built one heck of an arcade here. Also, your friends have a fun place to relax and enjoy themselves. It's not that great. A lot of games are busted. True, I see some monitor burn-ins and a few corrupted ROMs. There are telltale signs that some of the power supplies are probably shot, but I bet I could get a lot of those games fixed up and working in no time at all. Whoa, seriously? You clearly love games, just like I do. You've got the spirit of a retro gamer. I can see now that when you hurt my games, it wasn't because you wanted to. You never willingly hurt a game. So, I'd be happy to help. Seriously? You think you can appeal to her love of these pieces of garbage?
Such a shame.
Such
a shame.
Shut up. The only reason she has any of these games is because I couldn't find a space in the landfill for them. They're my cast-offs. What's to love?
Wrong.
Damn it, Dad, they're not junk. When I was a kid, I used to love going to your arcades. Bring your daughter to work day was a treat. I got to have fun and enjoy all those great games. I felt special. Like I was a special kid. Because my daddy ran an arcade. I felt good. Like you were this amazing person I would look up to. But then you started throwing them out and replacing them with bullshit slot games and mobile game ports. Sensing he's losing her, Deco switches tactics.
Am I not generous?
And I gave you the games you loved. See, they're all down there instead of throwing them out. I gave you a very generous gift as my beloved daughter. It's not going to be enough just to say, it's not going to be enough just to say she loves games. I have to take Deco down a peg. So he generously gave you his garbage? Deco, you can't have it both ways. Are the games pure garbage suitable for nothing but a landfill, or are they treasures to bestow upon your daughter? I can't say I'm impressed if you think the arcade version of a pile of used tissue is a worthy gift for a loved one.
See? See? You get it?
I can see through your bullshit, old man. You hate arcades. Only reason for you to run one is for the cash flow. Sucker born every minute, right? Even if the sucker you prey on are kids, you don't give a damn. It's all about that bottom dollar, nothing more. So don't act like you were being nice giving me gifts. I rescued these games for you. But I've done so much for you, given you so many gifts even beyond games. So, not turning up for my piano recital in fourth grade. That was a gift? Oh, fuck. How about when you told me to make do with the shirts with holes in them because you didn't want to splurge on new clothes? I was teaching you independence, strength of character. You taught me all I can rely on is myself because you don't want to offer me jack shit, and yet you expect me to fall in line when you need something. Starting to see the inequality here, Pops. 99.97! Wait. Oh, fuck. It was 99.97% chance of success. Good. That's got Sue on my side. You have 3 more attempts to sway Sue. Remind her she was almost killed. Where'd it go? Invite her back here. Maybe this one. Hey, Sue, you like arcade spirits, right? I offered you a second chance. I offered you a second chance before. It still stands. I'd welcome you and your friends returning to enjoy our games. It's not like you want to hurt us. If you agree to stop pushing Deco's agenda by messing with arcade spirits, you can swing by anytime you like. I'll even comp you some tokens. Sound good? Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Except for, the small problem with the lovely chains. The lovely chains lying in wait to finish the job and put me in the dirt. I'm afraid that a couple bucks in tokens wouldn't go. I can't read right now. Go real far in paying for my funeral. I appreciate the offer and all, but honestly, if I wanted to come back, I'd come back, band or not. There's bigger things at play than what I want, though. But she raised her hand, shutting me down. Don't talk about this. We're done. Okay, we didn't go down. It's fine. Alright, reminder she was almost killed for Deco. I think there's a pretty simple indicator of how much Deco cares about you, Sue. He nearly got you killed. He didn't know that was Lovely Chainsaw territory when he asked us to go to Arcade Spirits. Did you tell him? Of course. And how did he react? He didn't care.
I don't follow.
Why should I? Some pathetic little gang of campfire scouts pretending to be a menace to society? Feel sorry for your mothers. They're nothing. I'd like to think my daughter and her friends are clever enough, strong enough to overcome such nonsense, except they nearly killed her. That giggling gathering of girls proved to be a bit more dangerous than you thought they'd be, Deco. No doubt the shooter would have peed her panties in fear before getting the nerve to pull the trigger, if you haven't stirred her. Making some assumptions there, Deco. For all you know, they're stone cold to the core, and now you're pushing for her to go back into their turf. A hard lesson, but one she must learn. If Sue can't learn to rise to such mediocre challenges, she won't be ready to inherit my empire.
You understand, yes?
Am I a harsh tutor? Perhaps. But I know Sue will be stronger for facing your fears, worthy of the challenges to come in running Deco's palace. Sue, do you want to own Deco's palace? Is that your future? Sue Nami, owner of Deco's palace. That feels weird when I say it. But let's hear her thoughts. Sue, do you want your father's empire? Well, he's mega rich and I'd get all his power when he croaks. Yes, well, aside from all that. Oh, fuck. It's a lot of all that to brush aside, you know. I could do a lot with the resources he's got. And you have to run a series of arcades that you actually hate. Casinos with no love of the kind of games you hoard there. Well, okay, running the palace would suck. But I could always sell it for cash and buy myself an island. What? Or heck, I could crash and burn his entire empire and then start my own arcade on my own terms. There's just so much possibility if I grit my teeth and tolerate him until he inevitably drops dead of butt cancer or something. Yeah, so sounds good. I need to stick by his by this old bastard if I'm going to get his moolah. Sorry. Hey, maybe one day we could open an arcade together? Invoke the power of friendship! There's something I've been paying close attention to as we spar back and forth like this. The ghost monsters. They're trying to be unreadable, but part of them, just part of the background noise of the scene, but I can read them. Clyde especially is looking like they're holding back a lot of feelings. Sue, do you think that without Deco you'd be alone? What about them? I gesture to the three supremely buff dudes and the nervous-looking individual accompanying them, all in their color-coordinated clothes. I think you're forgetting the ghost monsters. They're more than a gang. They're your friends. They'll support you if Deco won't. If he tries to burn you, they'll stand up in front of the flames. You've got the power of friendship and God and anime on your side, whereas your father doesn't have a friend in the world, and he needs to rely on you. What's this smattering of thugs and children? Oh, what? This smattering of thugs and children? You think you can keep her out of jail? You think they can feed her or clothe her? Laughable. I do that. I don't care if it takes my whole allowance or if I have to get a real job. I'd help her if you won't. Clyde, this isn't... No, Sue, please. Clyde, our boy Clyde! No, Sue, please, listen to me. I don't like speaking up, and your dad, he scares me. But Xander's right. We're your friends, and we'll be here for you, right? Fuck yeah! Ghost Monsters Ride or Die. 20th century television sitcoms teach us that a group of self-chosen friends are the new family structures of America, according to many critical studies. I'm just amazed I was able to say that quickly without fucking it up. Can I get some citation on this? What kind of studies? What kind of studies we got? So, please, don't feel you'll be alone. If you choose to side with Xander, you won't be. Oh, he loves her. Clyde shifts embarrassedly, averting their eyes to the ground, shuffling their feet. It's like they really want to say something but can't find the courage for that. You love her.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute. It's okay, Clyde. Just admit it. You love Sue. Clyde looks shocked that Naomi just outed them, but eventually they shrug and smile warmly at Sue. Sue blushes in return. Ah, heck. Ah. I love you too. Always have. It's real cute. It's real cute. Sue sweeps Clyde up in a giant bear hug and places a tender kiss on their cheek, causing the timid one to turn bright red. It's true then! Love can bloom on the battlefield! Oh, this is ridiculous. Sue, friendship is irrelevant. What matters is power, and your friends have none. Do you really want to trade a powerful ally for a weaker one? As much as I hate to give in to some silly cartoon notion of friendship conquering all, well, I'm a ghost monster.
Ghost monsters for life!
Ride or die, bitch! Beaming, Clyde squeezes Sue's hand tightly before Clyde steps back to join their friends. That's so cute. Absurd. Simply absurd. Before I can get in another word, Sue waves her hands, interrupting me. Okay. Enough.
Man, this
I'm
sucks.
sick of all of this talking. It's time for action. It's time for decisions. You've made your case, Dad, and so have you, Xander. Oh, I would love to cut back to that, too. He wants to protect me and use me. It's patently obvious at this point, but maybe the cost of turning my back on him is too high. While Xander wants me to throw it all away just because... Well, because it's the right thing to do. As for me, what do I want? How do I want this to play out? This is it. The moment of truth. 99.97%. Did I convince Sue to abandon her father? Did we save arcade spirits, or was it all for nothing?
You know what? You, Dad.
Yeah!
Excuse me.
Yeah, you heard me. Your poor f***ing excuse for a father and your so-called enemy really opened my eyes about that. Oh, don't get me wrong. You've got money and power. You could crush me like an ant, yeah? Yeah.
This is my middle finger going off his asshole.
And I don't think I care anymore. I'm tired of living in your shadow and under your thumb. I'm tired of living with you. As of today, we're done. I'm cutting unhealthy like you from my life. I think we can do business. You want to save your arcade? I've got the evidence you need to stick Daddy Dearest behind bars for the rest of his life. Every dirty deal I've ever helped him carry out. And believe you me, that's a lot of extremely filthy deeds.
You can't do this.
Bitch, we just did.
I forbid it. You are my daughter, and if I go down, you're coming with me.
Really? I think I can spin this entire mess as your fault.
I'd like to see you try, you ignorant brat. You're a career criminal, incorrigible to the end. What possible proof could you offer up of your innocence?
Sue snaps her fingers and points to my phone.
Oh, Iris. Would you kindly?
Sure thing, Miss Sue. And from my speaker, a perfect audio recording of Deco's earlier self-incriminating words.
Who knows I'm the only thing standing between her and numerous jail sentences. My power, my money, my presence.
Damn, this tea. Scalding!
But I understand and support her. I appreciate her nefarious talents and nurture them. She knows that I made her, and I can unmake her at a moment's notice.
Lipton's fire.
Golly, that sure smells like corruption of a minor and blackmail to me. And once I do my hair in pigtails and offer a jury big puppy dog eyes, oh, my mean old dad forced me into a life of crime. Well, what do you think happens next?
No, that's impossible. You said you blocked all recording devices. I said I couldn't block Iris from functioning, just block her from uploading her recordings everywhere. She was still listening this whole time. You can go ahead and remove the data block now, Clyde. Already done. I've uploaded a press kit based, what? I've also uploaded a press kit based on our Deco Nami archives of 5 major newspapers, 11 websites, ESPN, Esports Center, and HGTV, trademark. Shout out HGTV. Home and Garden Television? I figured the two guys from Arcade Flipper might be interested. I really like that show. With that settled, Sue turns a smug, satisfied smile towards her doomed
Welcome
father.
to the Ides of March, Dad. You want to get me in trouble too? You feel free. At worst, I'll do a year or 2 in juvie. But you're gonna bleed out on the floor by the time I'm through.
Inky, Blinky. Yeah, boss. Show my father the door. Gently. Don't leave any marks at least.
No! This is completely unacceptable. I am your father. I'm Deco Nami. I am the arcade business.
Inky and Blinky easily restrain Deco by the arms, but I just can't let him go without having my 2 cents. Hi, arcade business. I'm Dad. Yeah, we're going there. Hi, arcade business. I'm Dad. Did you seriously just dad joke my dad? Damn right I did. Sweet.
You impudent, insignificant little.
Are you still here? Not for long.
I haven't lost. I can still fight this. I can still.
And the ghost monsters remove Deco from our sights. Instantly, the entire atmosphere of the place changes as if a great weight has lifted. I couldn't be more relieved, and I relaxed into a sigh. Not gonna lie, the next few days will be interesting to say the least. I think you'd better stay at my place. My parents won't mind at all. Yeah, I'm gonna need to hide out until this heat's off. Maybe practice batting my eyelashes at a weak willed jury box full of concerned parents, too. Sue blinks in astonishment. Oh, right, Xander, you're still here. You! Oh, I knew you were special. Knew it from day one. If the heat ever cools off and we make amends with the lovely chainsaws, I might pop by your arcade, play some games, and not stir up any trouble.
I'll keep my promise. The public will know Deco hired a gang to go after you. That should exonerate your arcade as a victim of his shady dealings. So, we square?
Thank you. I know this wasn't easy for you giving up so much, and I appreciate what you've done for my arcade.
I owed you, honestly. I may still owe you for that matter.
Whoa.
Chaka-bra.
We did it. We really did it. I mean, I knew we could do it. I really did. Yeah. We saved the arcade. Okay, so things are gonna be a bit wonky for a few days, and we'll have reporters swarming the place and maybe some cops. But we did it. We saved the arcade we built together.
Woo woo. A place where we can finally have a place where we can have a future together. An arcade of our
I
dreams.
love you. Thank you so much. It'll be everything I've ever dreamed it would be.
She dropped the L word! Oh! And it's not lesbians. The other L word. We got an achievement. Kill screen. The next few days passed by in a blur. That morning, we had press crowding around the doors of the arcade before we'd even open. Sue's care package of bad news that went up the wire caught their attention. Fake! Yeah. Things are getting serious, Scott. It's time to drop the L word. Lesbian? No, Scott. The other L word. Lesbians? It's love, Scott. Fake! Fake! Is it true that Deco Nami organized a gang hit on your arcade? How do you respond to the allegations that Deco Nami is involved in an international counterfeit plush doll prize ring? What is your relationship with the ghost monsters? Have you heard of any allegations of child abuse? Have you seen Mr. Fame's article talking about the incident, praising your professionalism? How did I read all those rapid fire? But when I read something slowly, I trip up. I gave so many interviews that day that I lost my voice. Fortunately, Naomi was on hand to keep me hydrated and encourage me onward. Everybody loved to see a fallen family entertainment icon. It made them feel self-righteous. And Deco Nami was now square in the crosshairs. It didn't matter that the official police response was a generic "we are still investigating these claims," the court of public opinion had decided. Deco's palace was doomed. The final crushing blow came at a televised press conference 3 days later.
These obvious falsehoods generated by jealous business rivals and lying children merely go to show how the powerful are routinely targeted for harassment. Furthermore, what? No! Unhand me immediately! I'm innocent in these matters! Innocent!
Can't believe that's male shepherd. And we never saw him again. Seriously, after the arrest, he just up and vanished from the public eye. It's honestly a bit creepy. I was at least expecting a trial or something.
He told me that if I didn't commit all those crimes, he'd take away my food.
No food.
I never wanted to be a hacker. I just like computers. I wanted to get a computer degree and get a normal job like anyone else.
No, just don't walk into your little warehouse where we keep all the arcades and my gang hideout. Ooh.
Largely a line of hokum, but it was good to see Sue breaking away from Deco's influence all the same. Who knows? Maybe Sue's ready to turn over a new leaf and go straight after all. Maybe she got Clyde. The Deco's Palace Board of Directors unanimously voted to eject him, given he just vanished into the guts of the judicial system. Oh, the arcade empire he established is still out there. It's still powerful, still tacky as hell, and still a menace to small arcade like ours, but without his guiding vision, it's largely treading water. Who knows? Who knows, maybe one day the traditional arcade will overtake what he's left behind. As for arcade spirits, good games, good drinks, good times. We promised friendship and fun in equal measures here at Arcade Spirits. We're not as large as some arcades, but we make up for that with a quality experience that keeps our regulars coming back for more. It's true, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
You know, Matt, having conquered both donuts with books and booze with tokens, maybe it's time to expand to new horizons.
Water slides with wineries, mini golf with margaritas, bingo with brewskis.
I do bingo with brewskis.
The sky's the limit when it comes to inadvisably mixing leisurely liaisons with various vices.
Yo, when's the mixtape dropping? These dudes got the alliteration on lock.
Hang gliding with hangovers.
No, you lost me there. Fuck you.
On second thought, I think we just found the limit.
Oh.
But the arcade in the end is less important than the people who call it home. Oh, woo! The dream we shared so long ago, sitting and watching the nighttime waves roll in at Flotsam Beach, that dream came true. Arcade became our family arcade for many years to come, just like Miss Francine before us.
Another bad chip to replace.
They
It's
are
getting harder and harder
they
to
are
keep
really
these old
cute.
games going.
Ben and Matt, right? Yeah. But not impossible. There's still so many great games to restore. And if anyone can keep our arcade dream alive, it's you, Naomi.
As dreams go, that's not a bad one at all. It's everything I ever hoped it could
Oh! Oh, we got wedding rings! We did elope in the spring! Yes!
be. I'm so glad I found you. And I'm so glad you found me. Together, we'll make sure the spirit of arcades lives on forever.
In the end, I can honestly say I found my dream. Naomi and her whole world became my dream, and I'd live happily in that world for many years to come. Iris explained to me that irises, being adaptive software, eventually became more and more like their users. It seems my empathy had rubbed off on Iris. With my influence, she's grown quite a bit.
I hope that one day, humans will see us as friends and allies. All I've ever wanted was to embrace kindness and understanding. And thanks to you, I've learned so much.
Gavin stood watch over our dreams, protecting it for many years to come. As our business manager, he took full advantage of the fall of Deco's Palace to make Arcade Spirits the hottest new arcade destination on the block. But most importantly, he never lost sight of the real goal. I'll protect your dreams to the very end, ensure you can always make the arcade you've always wanted. You can count on me as a friend and an ally in every battle to come. Thank you for letting me be a part of this. No! Reconsider! Percy only had 2 years left to live. But with the success of Arcade Spirits and with the encouragement of all his friends, he decided that wouldn't be enough. My mind's made up. I'm going to seek more treatment. I don't want this to end. I don't want to say goodbye to you all. He lived many years to come, thanks to the renewed push to take care of his condition. Happy years spent with all of us. And as for Moopy, well, with all the time in the world, he took his time, paced himself, and eventually beat the score. Although I'm honestly not sure what to do with the rest of my life. Suppose we'll just have to see when we see, huh? Ashley continued to be our mascot, main floor attendant, by day at Arcade Spirits. Customers grew accustomed seeing their smiling faces on seeing their smiling face on walking through the door. As we grew and got bigger, more people took notice of Ashley's Arcade Spirit costume, and more people wanted to see our mascot on shirts, mugs, body pillows even. Don't want to know what y'all are doing with that. I just printed up another batch of Arcade Spirit hoodies. These things are selling like hotcakes. That was such a fantastic idea, Xander. Customers just couldn't get enough. Oh, and I just started working on the pattern for another mascot that we should reveal soon. Maybe I'll even get you to model it for me one day. Hell yeah! Put me back in a maid costume. Let's fucking go. I look good. Through the good times and the bad times, Juniper stuck by my side. My BFF for life. I'm really proud of you, you know? You pulled yourself out of the tailspin your life was in. You went for it, you did it, you made it happen. I'm lucky I got to be even a small part of that. A large part of that, I'd say. I wouldn't be here now if not for you. Hey, I'll take credit if you want me to. Just call me Juniper the life coach. And you know I'll be in your corner until you're dead. Hopefully later rather than sooner, though. Yeah, I didn't really connect with Queen Bee. I did give her that one pep up before her tournament, though. But then I didn't go watch her play in the tournament. I freaking had to save Percy because he was dying. I do want to know if Juniper made it as an artist, though. When the 4 Heavenly Kings invited her to live and play at their team house, Queen Bee instantly snatched up that opportunity. It's always been her calling. It's been a lot quieter in Arcade Spirit since she's left. Whenever she's playing in a major tournament, we always watch her matches. She never mentions us in her championship speeches. I guess we were just a step on her ladder of success. Oh, Ames, you got this ending for her too, right? I remember you ending your playthrough where you romanced Teo. And this was also the thing you got. Teo kept the Showtime stage scene alive here at Arcade Spirits until he got offered a job as the regional community manager. Teo put his crewmate D in charge here as he set off traveling and organizing dancing tournaments around the world. He's doing what he loves, connecting with all sorts of people. I guess he just never connected enough with anyone to stay around. I guess he just never connected enough with anyone here to stay around. Wonder if he'll ever stop by again, hop on our stage and show off his moves. That's sad. I'm assuming you can't, like, get everyone to stay. Love and friendship. In a time of pixels and quarters. Finally, I'm home. Arcade Spirits. Thank you, Arcade Spirits. My spirit is restored and my future is bright. At least I can say I'm happy. I'm finally truly happy with who I am and where I am. I fought hard for this and won it at a great effort, but happiness is my reward. For this day and every day to come. Did that say time shitters? Hold up! Did that say time shitters? Yo, clappers. Clappers all around. We did it. We did it, chat. Shout out to Ames. They showed me this game. Or their streams introduced me to this game. So, hey, let's give you a shout out, huh? Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Hold on. Sustain your ass! Ames, you need to make that a command in your chat. Anyone know if I can skip the credits and get the end credit scene? Or do I have to sit through this? Iron Chef! The OG. Game over. Thank you for playing. This is outrageous. I demand to speak with my lawyer. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? You can't do this to me. I am well aware of who you are. Good. Then you know I can afford a lawyer who can run circles around you, whoever you are. True, if you are officially under arrest. Technically, this facility does not exist. Neither do I. What? You can't do this? If you prefer, I could hand you over to the police. There's a cybercrime task force that's eager to get their hands on you. But if you'd like to avoid a lengthy prison sentence, I have a proposition for you. I'd like to know about a tiny little detail buried in all those leaked files your daughter's posted online. Specifically, the 1980X playtests. The what? I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage. You know damn well I'm talking about Sinneslotion's Pride and Joy. You hosted secret playtests of that game. Oh, those tests. Sorry, but I don't see what help I'll be. I only played a minor role. Once the test was over, the machines were shipped out to the other locations. Exactly. Against their authority, Sinneslotion distributed their prototypes. And you're going to use all your connections, all your leverage, every drop of what little influence you have left to help us find our property. Polybius was our project, Mr. Nami, and we want it back. Spooky! Shouts out Dana Michaels. R.I.P. Game over for real this time. Thank you for playing. Anytime. Dun dun dun. So do we think that plot line is gonna come back in was it New Challengers? Your flux capacitor is now charged. On your next playthrough, you can use your mouse wheel to scroll back and forth through time and change your most recent decisions. Would you like to export your current character and story data so you can carry it over to the next game, Arcade Spirits, the New Challengers? Hell yeah! Now exporting data. All done. Thank you for playing. And that's it. We did it, chat. We did it, YouTube. All right, YouTube. We are gonna hop over to Stardew Valley and finish. Oh my God, what is this hairstyle? We're gonna fuck it, emo hair. We're gonna hop over to Stardew Valley, but I don't record that because it's just a casual playthrough. So I hope you enjoyed Arcade Spirits. Hey, my socials are in the description below. You know, you're always welcome to hop into a stream. Also, I just noticed this. Hold on. Ah! The wifey! The bae pops up in the heart! I'm assuming all the people that you romance pop up in the heart. Anyways. YouTube, catch you on the flip side. Take care. Bye.